Alright guys, before we get into this video, I just want to say I do this every single day, dedicating a lot of my time to drop consistent quality videos for you guys. So if you could please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications if you really support my daily grind, and like the video if you really enjoyed after watching. And on that note, Kevin Durant, one of the best players this game has ever seen. Coming in at 7 feet tall, 240 pounds, with a wingspan that allows him to shoot over pretty much everyone in the league. When KD gets it going, he's a very scary opponent to stop. Averaging 27 points on his career, he's on his way to be arguably the greatest scorer the game has ever seen. He's won an MVP, and if he wants to lead the league in scoring, he'll do that in his sleep. So why is he the most hated player of all time? And do I think this hate is fair? Well, let's see. Kevin Durant is easily the most hated player ever to me, and there's really no debate. I used to think the Kobe and LeBron hate was bad, but KD has easily taken the throne. I mean, look at this post. It has nothing to do with basketball, and it isn't negative in any way. It is in fact very positive toward Kevin Durant. He's spending his own money to help low-income kids with school, and people would say things like, he wants to be LeBron so bad, or, man, this fool really trying to say he's better than LeBron off court too. Someone went on and said, if the classes get too hard, the kids are allowed to go to a different school where the professors will do their work for them. And this wasn't just a small percentage of the post. Go find it yourself. It's pretty much the whole comment section. When LeBron started a school, you didn't see comments like these ones. So why do people hate KD? Well, it all started when the Thunder were up 3-2 on the Warriors, and Klay Thompson all of a sudden decided to go Super Saiyan to keep the Warriors in the series. But I don't think that's what did it. I think a lot of people don't look at Game 7 and how good of a game Durant had, all to be rewarded with a loss. If he played so well, why did he lose, you ask? Well, that's where Russell Westbrook comes in. And I know a lot of Russell Westbrook fans won't like this, but when I watch the game and even look at the box score, it's obvious. Game 7 was laid out for the Thunder to win. I mean, the Warriors, by the Warriors standards, had a bad game, only scoring 96 points. It was time to finally take down the Warriors and maybe even beat LeBron in the finals for the Thunder. Can you imagine how different the NBA would be if that happened? So why do I blame Russ, you ask? Well, it's simple. Let's take a look at the stats. In Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, Russell Westbrook would only score 19 points on 21 shots. He averaged less than 1 point a shot. That's just bad. Durant had 27 points on 52% shooting. He only shot 19 times. That means he shot the ball less times than Russell Westbrook, but somehow made it more. Russell Westbrook had 13 assists, but if you ask me, he should have had more. I mean, he is a point guard, isn't he? He was just choking in the clutch. It isn't hard to see, and that's hard for me to say, because personally, I love me some Russell Westbrook. But facts are facts. Now you're telling me that you wouldn't have been bothered even a little bit? He sees his shot isn't falling, and he's gonna risk the entire season and the championship on his ego. And you want Durant to win or lose as a team, huh? Wrong. I personally would have been pissed, which brings me to my next reason on determining whether this hate is fair. The decision. After losing the 2016 Western Conference Finals to the Warriors, Durant decided to actually do the unthinkable and join them, a team that had just beaten him. Now, a lot of people blew it way out of proportion. I personally don't care about him going to a team that had just beaten him, because he eventually took over that team, winning 2 NBA Finals MVPs and showing that he was obviously the best player on that team. Now, what I don't understand is, how does KD get so much hate for this, but LeBron paired up with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, who I personally believe is a top 5 shooting guard ever. I know they weren't a 70-win team before LeBron joined, but that's just a stat thrown out there to make what KD did look dramatic. I mean, Kevin Durant had just left his team, obviously because he felt like he couldn't win with them. So he's gonna go and find great players to win with, right? I mean, is KD not allowed to pair up with great players?
but LeBron can join the top 5 shooting guard to ever play the game? I don't think that's fair. So we should stop with that, because when it boils down to it, we knew when the big three teamed up in Miami, they would win a chip or two. I mean, I did. And at the end of the day, isn't that what KD did? He put himself in position to win. And for the public making it seem like LeBron didn't do the same, whether you want to admit it or not, that was a super team, especially when Ray Allen joined. So to sum it all up, no, I don't think Kevin Durant 8 is fair. KD is obviously one of the greats and still has a lot of basketball ahead of him. And personally, I think he would have won a ring already if he had another superstar other than Russell Westbrook all those years. I used to hate the Westbrook bashing, but I've come to learn you can't win with that style of play. Although, I have to admit, it is amazing to watch. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is the KD hate justified? And do you think there's a hated player more than KD? Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for consistent quality uploads, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
On the track.
Protege Beats.
Body drop all the time, I don't feel nothing. Swear to God, yeah, gon' make me go kill something. Told my shooter no mercy, a chill button. I done been through so much, I don't feel nothing. I was done off the drugs, I made to it. I was locked in myself, about to lose it. They be watching me, clocking my movement. They be plotting, no catching me snoozing. Body